Okay. Can you state your name for us?
Yes, it's Mr. Fedory. First name is Zen.
Awesome. And what courses and level do you teach here at FHS?
I teach this year, it's grade 9s and 10s and 11s visual art. And yeah.
All right. How many years have you taught at FHS?
At FHS, I started in 2005.
Any previous teaching jobs before that?
I taught in Dopetown and I taught at Leo Hayes. And prior to that, it was colleges. I started at NBCC Miramichi.
And before that, what was your first job?
I was into animation. I was an animator. So that's how I kind of just blended into teaching art.
Awesome. And did you go to multiple, and what universities did you attend?
First was the University of Manitoba. That's where I got my visual arts, fine arts degree, majored in life drawing. So I kind of came out of there knowing the body, the female, male body. And actually, once I graduated, I applied for medical school. And I showed them my portfolio of drawings, and they immediately accepted me. But things happened that year. I fell into a package deal called Marriage and Children. So I had to go to work and found a job as an architect. So my drawing skills were pretty handy there too. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, now we got some more lighthearted ones for you. Just quick answers, firing them off.
Okay.
Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Great place for dating.
Do you like being early or late more?
Early and late, depending on the day.
Okay, not necessarily what you like. What do you tend to do more?
Tend to do more?
Be early or be late?
Early.
Early? What's your sport of choice? Favorite sport?
Oh, growing up it was football.
Still football?
And then it was rugby. I was an all-star in high school. I did all the sports. I was a sprinter, did high jump, long jump, volleyball. That's why, after from grade 9, this was back in Winnipeg. From grade 9 to grade 12, you'd accumulate points in the when it comes to taking part in sports. And I had high marks. This was like the Scholastic Athletic Award. So I had to be really good academically. So they accumulated points from grade 9 to 12. And I had the highest points. So I got the Athlete of the Year, the Ray Burstein Memorial Award. I remember the name of the trophy.
Okay, cool. Here's a trickier one. Do you like your A to L groups more or your N to Z groups?
That's a tough one. On A to L day, I like ALs. On MZ day, I like the MZs.
No clear, definitive winner out of the two?
No, they're both good.
Okay. For music, out of the two genres, would you listen to rap or country?
Both.
Okay.
It's like there's country rap, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm a rapper in country. Yeah, rap, right? It's
coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Black. No cream, no sugar. Black.
I like it. Cats or dogs?
Oh, tough one, because I have a dog and 2 cats. Oh, my cats are gonna hate me when I say dog, and my dog's gonna hate me if I say cats. I can't say it, because I can't bring it out into the universe. I won't say it. I like them both.
Android or Apple?
Apple.
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 All right. And on to the 2 questions you picked. What inspired you to be a teacher?
It was actually an experience I had, and it was my first job, really teaching at NBCC Miramichi to teach animation students. I thought I'd try it out. Never taught before. And I really liked it. Just to inspire the kids, it was wonderful. And just sharing my experiences in the animation business just made me feel really good. And I figured, this is what I want to do.
Why did you choose to become a black cat teacher?
Well, I think it chose me. I was in Dopetown teaching, and then I got this phone call You know, Zan, would you like to teach at FHS? I said, yes, I would. Because I want to get that hoodie with the logo on it.
All right. What are some of your hobbies?
My hobbies, summertimes, it's gardening. And lately, it's just puttering around the yard and going for walks with my dog. I have guitars in the house. I got a drum kit that I play. I'm always drawing, sketching, reading. I like to sing to songs because that's something I grew up doing, is singing. As a kid, I used to be in a children's opera, and I sang. I remember my first role was being a crab, and I was the hero of the opera too. And yeah, I sang at Expo '67. I was on an international stage, world stage, singing. So I continued that, the singing experience, and I do that. I hear music and I sing to it. Or I'll pick up a guitar or play my drums to it, or dance. I grew up dancing, so I'm quite the dancer. Still do choreography here at the school. Keeps my toes up, and yeah.
Awesome. What is an interesting fact that you want people to know about you?
The fact that I survived cat scratch fever. Now, this is a story. This was my life-changing experience, and this goes back to Toronto, where there was a lump growing in my armpit. And I had my doctor look at it, and the doctor says, that looks like lymph node cancer. And says, I'm sending you to a specialist. And the specialist looks at it, and I'm sending you to a surgeon. The surgeon looks at it and says, you're on the table tomorrow. We're getting that lump out of your armpit. And I'm going, well, I have a job interview on the Mirror Machine. This is what I just mentioned before, is teaching animation. And he's going, well, this is your life, right? It's like, well, I don't know, I can't, they're flying me out. I got the tickets to go to the Mirror Machine. And he says, well, when are you back? He says, well, I'll be back on the weekend. Okay, Monday, you're on the table. So I fly to the Mirror Machine, and I do the job interview, and they wanted to see me teach a life drawing class to these animation students. And after that class, they said, when can you start? And I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to live or not. I've got this lump growing, I'm having surgery. Like, everything's all happening at once, right? This is 1998. And so they said, well, let us know if you're gonna live, give us a call. So I had the surgery, and the surgeon comes in after surgery telling me that we got all the lymph nodes out. Everything looks pretty good. Just go home and we'll let you know what the biopsy results are. Luckily not autopsy, biopsy. And waited a week, 2 weeks. And I'm already thinking that, this could be the end, right? So I was in that mindset of just ready to say goodbye. Because, it's a lump, cancerous lump. Now, I get the call, and it's the secretary, and I'm asking her, can you just tell me on the phone, is there a month, 2 months, 6 months? She said, the surgeon has to tell you that. So, drag my feet into the surgeon's office, and there's laughter. He's in there with a buddy. They obviously just told a joke of some kind, and I'm thinking, life's not fair, I'm dying, people are laughing, that's cool. So, the surgeon goes, so, Zan, you're like 1 in a million. So what is he talking about? It's like, here's a compliment before the bad news, right? And I said, oh, okay, well, thanks for the compliment. And then he asked, do you have a kitten in the house? Yeah, we just got a kitten named Merlin. And he starts laughing, and his buddy starts laughing. And I go, that's not much of a punchline. And he goes, Zan, you know what you had? And that's the best word in the English language, had. Because as soon as he said had, all that weight just came off, right? I don't care what I had it. but I'm curious. So what did I have? And he goes, you had cat scratch fever. And what? I had a Ted Nugent song in my armpit. It's a song called Cat Scratch Fever. Look it up, Ted Nugent. And yeah, so that was the life kind of changing. That's where I was thinking for those 2 weeks, you know, saying goodbye and then, oh, I wish I had tried this or tried that. But once knowing, hey, I have a job on the Miramichi that I could go to. And that's when it all turned around. Left Toronto, left my 2 boys who were already in their teens, and they didn't even want to see dad on weekends anymore. So it was good. So a new life began in the Miramichi as a teacher, instructor. Yeah, so I haven't looked back. I know you had a question there, you know, have you ever thought of a different pathway? And I haven't. You know, it would be on the path, but just maybe branching out in other teaching positions, right? Yeah, so that is a fact.
All right. Well, that wraps up our interview for you, but it was good catching up with you and finding out who you are, Mr. Fedory.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. We'll see ya.